Congratulations. You've made a super exciting decision to sell your house. But now what? It's daunting, isn't it? There is so much more to think about whenever you get a house sold versus bought, because unlike when you buy, you get to set the deal. You're not telling a buyer like, hey, yeah, give me your best price and I'll just figure out whatever I want. It's your responsibility as a seller to set a price, set a transaction, and make sure a buyer can close it. So if you're going to do that, you want to make sure the deal can actually go through. And what's the best way to do that? The best way to do that is what we would call bulletproofing your transaction. And what that means is you want the buyer's expectations to be as close to your expectations before you even go through an offer process as possible. And one of the best ways to do that is you want to know the condition of your home before you even go on the market. So if you want to get your house sold quickly and for the most amount of money, what we would suggest you do is bulletproof your transaction by getting a major home inspection covering 3 major systems. The first is you want to do a full house inspection. Have a home inspector come through your home just as if a buyer was going to be inspecting your home. That way, whenever you get that report, whatever the inspector highlights is going to be exactly what the buyer highlights, and you're going to know exactly what's going to pop up even before you go under contract. In addition to getting your home inspected, you also want to make sure you get your roof inspected. In Colorado, insurance companies are assuming that your roof is going to be replaced every 4 or 5 years, and those costs anywhere between $10,000 and $50,000. So you don't want to find out in the middle of your transaction that you need to spend $25,000 to replace your roof. Figure it out before you go on the market and price your deal properly so that way when a buyer walks in, there's no concern. The last thing you're going to do is you're going to have your sewer line inspected. Do you even know what a sewer line is? Well, if you don't, it's the connection between basically your toilet in your home and the sewer connection in the street at City Main. That pipe, if there's a problem like a crack, a break, a joint, or a dislocation, it's going to cost thousands of dollars to fix it. And unfortunately, you're never even going to notice a difference. So if you want to make sure your transaction goes through, what we would suggest is you bulletproof it. Get your home inspected, get your roof inspected, and get your sewer line inspected. So that way, when you go on the market and you accept an offer, the home that the buyer is buying is exactly what they're expecting, and you're going to be able to get your deal closed as quickly as possible.